Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Expecto Ridiculum. That's right. Today we'll talk about a fantasy romance manhwa that is slowly gaining more interest. Some of you have asked on my Instagram to do a recap about the Invisible Princess board again today. Please be warned, there will be some spoilers in this recap. This is a manhwa that has been released in 2022, so it is still ongoing with over 50 chapters available to read. The story starts with a young noble princess reminiscing her past life. Picked up from the street by an old knight, she could recognize her genius swordsmanship talent. The training she had to undergo was extremely harsh, but it was nothing to the treatment from the street. Soon enough, the little girl grew up and joined many adventures, as well as slay the dragon and gain ludicrous fame in the empire. The abandoned child without a single penny overcame countless of adversities and became the empire's hero, surrounded by luxury. Soon after, it became known that she was in fact a child of the emperor himself. The old man had many children, but none of them as famous as his new daughter. Driven by the greed, he gave her more money and fortune, only to bathe himself in his child's fame and glory and tighten his grip over conspiring nobles. That much of money, however, wasn't enough for her. Bothered by her fighting for power siblings, she decided to take the throne for herself. Previously forced to pick up moldy bread from the street and live with prostitutes, now was holding onto the fortune and ruling across the whole empire. There was nothing she couldn't or wouldn't do. She didn't live long enough though, and her last thought before passing away was that if she was to live again, she would have absolutely no regrets and nothing that she would want to have. 500 years later, she is being reborn again, with all her memories intact from her previous life. How much has the world changed? She thought to herself. She was now a little child born into the Peresca Duchy. Her glistening silver hair and sky blue eyes captured everyone's heart in an instant. However, to say that Helena was bored in her current life was an absolute understatement. She learned how to read and ride a horse as a little girl just by herself. She was calmer and more serious than all the children of her age. Her family glorified her as a genius, but she shocked them by saying that there is nothing that interests her in this life. It was all bound to change though. One day, Helena joined her brother's swordsmanship lesson with alleged swordmaster. To her disappointment, the man turned out to be fake. He was only displaying the dirty tricks, and nothing he presented to the little duke became useful to him in any way. Helena called her brother and whispered something into his ear. Surprised, he followed every step of her advice and defeated the teacher in the fight. Soon enough, the teacher got exposed and kicked out of the family. Stunned by the girl's knowledge, they've let her wield the wooden sword and teach the little brother how to fight, which seemed to help with her boredom. Not long after that, a sudden guest arrived at the mansion. A young, black-haired prince, Caesar, was to stay within Helena's duchy to avoid the power struggle in the royal family. His appearance of black hair and red eyes, as well as his heritage, reminded Helena of someone from her past, a pure-hearted man she saw as a friend 500 years ago. The little cocky prince was her friend's long-gone descendant, and he was yet to learn a lot to survive in this world. Upon requesting a sparring sword fight, even though she didn't possess much strength and had a small posture, she outwins Caesar with knowledge and battle experience. Shocked to bits, the little boy accepted her offer to help him become an exceptional fighter and later on the emperor. Helena didn't even realize when the little boy had grown into a handsome crown prince, able to keep her pace in a sword fight. Proud of him as her disciple, she hadn't noticed how much Caesar treasured his master. Will Caesar be able to melt her heart and let Helena experience what it means to truly love for the first time in her life? The story is full of comedic gags. As well as dynamic sword fights. Beautiful character design, as well as pretty clothes the characters are wearing, is very much aesthetically pleasing to the eye and might even inspire you to draw. I would definitely recommend you to read, or to continue to read, this refreshing manhwa, in which the female lead is a strong and intelligent woman who does not fear anyone and doesn't even seek any revenge at all. She's simply given a chance to experience the life again, but this time by being surrounded by a loving family and good friends. And let's not forget about the Prince Caesar. Just his handsome features, confident attitude towards Helena melts your heart. This is not a story full of trashy characters, and you won't experience abuse except for the fights against the monsters. But who knows what the future might bring. If you liked the video, please hit that thumb button, and if you are new to the channel and would like to get notified of my new videos, subscribe! Thank you for watching my video. And a massive thank you to my current subscribers for supporting my work and my channel here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, Expecto Ridiculum. Have a fantastic day and see you next time, you absolute legend.